welcome to Growthmas! I'm so happy, so excited, so thrilled that you are here. Also as well, sorry, random little fact check. Did you know this was actually my great-grandmother's? How fucking cool is that? This was my great-grandmother's. I mean, you could probably tell, yeah, but I love it. I think it's really cool. I think it's very like 80s. Today, I really want to talk about living in the present. Living in the present is something that not many people can actively master, but when you do, your life becomes a better experience because of it. I truly believe living in the present starts from being grounded. Can you imagine the fun fact that I mentioned that? Because I actually have a podcast with my friend Fleur called Being Grounded, which you can check out on Spotify. Being present comes from grounding yourself, and it comes from really sitting with yourself, letting your feelings come to you and just allowing yourself to feel. You don't feel the need to pick up your phone because you are doing something. You're doing something meaningful. You are having fun. There's no need to pick up your phone. There's no need to do any of that, you know. You can comfortably sit there. I really think that's what it means to be present. It means you kind of take yourself outside of your body in a weird way of just sitting and realizing like, wow, like I'm so happy right now, or like being really conscious of what you are doing. For example, I like to do this throughout the day sometimes, where I will just be on the treadmill running. Instead of thinking, oh, what's the podcast saying? Or let me just check my Instagram quick and see if like Fleur's messaged, or let me just call one of my friends or something like that. No, I actually just sit there. No, sit? Can you imagine just sit on the treadmill? No, I actually just run. Guys, I'm running on the treadmill. Like I'm present. I'm like, this is what I'm doing right now. Not this is what I'm doing in the future. This is what I did in the past. But what am I doing right now? It's kind of always taking out the need to constantly search for the next best thing, getting the next dopamine hit. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? You do know that you will never experience the moment that you are in right now ever again. You sitting there watching my video, once you've watched it, you've watched it. You'll never get to rewatch it for the very first time again, having the same thoughts and the same feelings and the same sitting in the same position or whatever it is as you would if you were to rewatch it. You will never be in the same position that you are in right this second. Can you imagine all of the beautiful moments of life that we surpass and we kind of like walk over and just take it for advantage, where when it comes to in the future you really miss it. You really think, wow, I wish I'd have taken it in more, you know. I wish I would have been more present when I was there. I wish I hadn't have always been thinking what's next or trying to check my phone. Really about just acknowledging, damn, like I'm never going to get this moment back. And, you know, I really realized this after I left college. For example, I do miss parts of college. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I miss moments I had with my friend. Like we'd see each other every day and like we were really close. Like I miss those elements, you know. I miss the fun things we did together when we went to kebab shop together for the first time. It's a dumb little insignificant things that you think are insignificant in the moment, but in the future you look back on and think, wow, like that was such a good day. I wish I could relive that. Or, you know, you think about the first time you meet your spouse and it seems insignificant. You think, oh, I've just met a guy at a bar, or I've just met a guy somewhere. You don't really deep the fact that like you will never get to relive that moment again. You will never get to relive meeting your friend or meeting your spouse or meeting, I don't know, Ariana Grande ever again, right? Like it only happens once. When you really become present, you acknowledge that in the moment. And of course, I do believe there's an extent in which you can take this emotion. I think sometimes you can dwell on that too much and it makes you depressed. To be too present, I think. In general, to me, being present is about slowing down. It's about not rushing. It's about not looking for the next best thing. I think the best advice in which I can give if you want to slow down, start living in the present, is to, number one, switch off your mobile phone. You are doing something very significant, very meaningful. And I really deep this last night as well. I was sleeping a lot last night. Unfortunately, I received some news recently that one of my friends had passed away. And it really, really struck me that, sorry, this is so morbid for Christmas vlog. Everyone you know that and love will eventually one day pass away. So when you are in family moments, when it is Christmas Day or when it is a card game time or anything like this, turn off your phone and really be present, because you don't know how long you have left of your loved ones. You don't know how long you have left, right? Where you are all able-bodied, or even when you can just all be in the same room again. You know, for some families, they don't see each other a lot because they live in different countries or different states or different areas. So they don't often see each other a lot. And so the one time they do, people take it for granted. Don't be that person. Be present, slow down, and really, really take advantage of that moment and seize the moment, seize the day. And so that brings us to the end of this video. know, but the journal prompt for today, and if you would like all of these journal prompts in one nice format, feel free to download my journal in the description box below, where it's a free Notion template. It's quite a new, nice bougie journal, free to download and take a little look. Journal prompt for today is, how can I start actively being present? Now let's get on with the vlog. Hey guys, welcome to day 22 of Growthmas. We're nearly on the last day. Oh my god, I can't believe it. We're literally nearly on the last day of Growthmas. What the actual hell? Anyway, how are we doing? If you have not noticed, I've managed to change my camera setting, so now it is a lot like further away. It's got a much wider angle, because if you guys saw it in my last vlog, you would have seen that me and Flo were basically like comparing cameras, being like, why is yours so zoomed in? It would be this close to my face with my arm all the way out, so it's not very practical. Like, what the hell's going on? So I even asked a photographer, I said like, is there something wrong with my lens? Like, do I need to get a smaller lens? And he was like, no, you got the perfect, like, this lens is the perfect one. Anyway, today is going to be one of those days where I have a very fun, festive day by myself. I'm so excited because I'm going to be going to the cinema to watch The Grinch by myself on a little solo date. I'm going to go to the cafe, have a coffee, do a little bit of work. It's kind of like really, I'm not going to be doing too much work because it's nearly Christmas. I want to just kind of like round it all off and just really get in the festive vibes, festive spirit. I'm also going to be filming the podcast episode later with Flo, which I will probably edit today too. So yeah, honestly, it's just kind of a busy day all round, and I'm very excited to bring you guys along with me. Now I need to get dressed. I have done my makeup. I want to wear a really cute, girly, overdressed outfit because I don't care, right? And this is when I wish I had a mini skirt. I wish I had a mini skirt. I wish I had a pinafore dress or just something cute and like, do you know what I mean, to wear, but I don't have that. We're gonna have to make do with what we have, but it's okay. We're gonna find the right outfit for us. This is the outfit of the day that I've gone with. These trousers are like so see-through, so you can literally see where the top is underneath, but it's okay. I mean, oh god, that actually does not look good, does it? I've got my bracelets on them as well, put my rings on. So I kind of feel like today I should go and treat myself, get myself a new journal. I'm kind of like struggling a little bit with my journals because I have one journal that I used to write in all the time a couple years ago this year, and it's still got quite a few empty pages. And I was reading back on some of the journal entries and I just thought like, I cannot write in this book anymore because this part of my life I no longer resonate to. I don't have any type of like need or want to be that person that I was back 2024 and a little bit into 2023 and even at the start of this year. I think it's because it was a lot of things that now I've just grown out of or don't believe in or don't agree with or don't want to do anymore, and so it kind of feels like I can't write in that journal because that journal was specifically designated to that part of my life. So I kind of feel like I need a brand new journal to start 2026 in. I can no longer continue and go into 2026 with this like, this skin that I still fully haven't shedded yet, and I want to shed it and I'm trying to shed it. I need to just cut through it. I need to go into 2026 with a new intention, with a brand new journal to almost reflect that. So I think that's why I'm going to go and buy myself a new journal, because I just truly want to start fresh. I truly want to start 2026 just being literally a new version of myself. And it's not so much of me trying to run away from my past, it's more of me just recreating and rebranding my identity, in the sense I no longer align with that person. I no longer do the things that serve that person. I'm doing things that serve my higher self. I'm doing things that serve me now, and I think that journal is a reflection of that old skin, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and buy a new journal and maybe buy a new bag. We'll have to see. But yeah, for now, let's get going. I'm gonna go to the cafe first to do a little bit of a work block. So let's go. I am now now back home. That solo date was honestly just filled with so much reflection. I actually didn't even end up going to cinema in the end because I was so deep in my thoughts at the time, just ran out. Also, please ignore all the sound you can hear in the background. My brother actually plays guitar, so that's what he's doing right now. He's very good, so I'm not that annoyed about it. If he was shit, then maybe, no, just kidding. I would support him anyway, but yeah, he's actually quite a good guitar player, so if anyone was a good guitarist, like, call him up. And we have about 20 minutes until I need to hop on call with Fleur to film our episode of the podcast, which then I will probably edit it, have some dinner, get into my pajamas, and actually watch a Christmas film, considering I was supposed to be watching The Grinch today, which never happened. Again, I just kind of was like too deep in my thoughts. I didn't really feel like it. I just kind of wanted to sit in the coffee shop and just be alone with myself, journal, read, do a little bit of work on my computer. So that is what December is about. It's about being slow, it's about being intentional, it's about understanding yourself. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get into some comfy clothes now and get ready to film the podcast episode with Fleur. Okay, there we go. That is the podcast episode all filmed and all done. Now I'm about to head out on a little walk with my mum to go look at like Christmas lights and just have a little chin wag. So let's go on our walk. I have got back from my walk. I had a shower. I'm now all clean in my pajamas. And I'm feeling very tired, so I'm very much ready to head to bed. Found out I've actually got low iron, so that's probably why I'm always tired. I think before I go to bed, because I need to make like a statement, do you know what I mean, to finish off Growthmas, before I head to bed, I want to write my Christmas cards I got for my family. I wasn't actually planning to write Christmas cards this year. Today when I went to the cafe, I was like, no, you know what, I want to write them. I think it's such a nice thing to do. Like, we've done it every single year since I was a child, so like, why stop now? So I picked up some Christmas cards, which I'm going to write for all of them. I have been so inspired and like so motivated to really give oh my god, why are my eyes watering? Give 2026 my all. Like, I want to give 2026 everything I can give it. I want to achieve everything that I have always wanted to achieve in this year, which I know is quite like ambitious, but if anyone knows one thing about me is that I am extremely ambitious. Yeah, but anyway, I think I'm gonna end off the vlog here by just saying how grateful I am, and this is probably gonna get emotional. You know, I thought of Growthmas in November or October, end of October, early November, and I remember voice recording Fleur saying, I need to do this, I need to do this. I don't care if it does not very well, I don't care if it does well. I need to do this because I need it to be something for people to enjoy at this time of year, something to motivate people, something to help people, but also that is something to comfort people in this quite lonely time of year, really. Like, I feel like the winter blues hit, and I just want to give this to people who need it the most. And I also wanted it to be a testament and a sentiment to myself that I can do this, that I can achieve my goals, that it is gonna be hard, but I can do it. And I have only missed a couple days of Growthmas, so I have been posting every single day for the previous 20 days. That is something that my toes would have curled at. I would have been like, oh yeah, I can't do that. That's impossible. Like, how does anyone do that? But I did it. I literally did it. And I made a journal to go with it. What makes me think that I cannot go into 2026 and achieve what I want to achieve when I have proved to myself that I can do challenging things? So if that is the case with you, let this be a reminder to you that you can do it. Whatever it is that is hard, whatever it is that is challenging you, you can do it. And I know this may seem a bit like cheesy or a bit corny, but I don't really care, like, because you can do it. And I think that the harder the challenge, the greater the reward. The harder it is to get there, the better it's gonna be, and the bigger reward it's gonna be. The comments I've had from my family, from my friends, from you guys has just been so heartwarming and so beautiful, and something that my younger self would, 11-year-old me wouldn't even know what to say. Hear that someone's commented on her video saying how good her videos are, or saying that she's pretty, or saying something like that. That if your year hasn't been good, if your year has been shit, if you haven't achieved everything that you wanted to achieve, that you thought you were going to achieve, you being here, you having had survived 2025, being in just a different situation than what you were a year ago, is admirable, is an achievement, and you should be so proud of yourself. And just remember that achievements aren't always big things. Sometimes achievements are the things that make you realise what life's about, you know, makes you realise why you're here and your purpose. Never doubt yourself, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas and an absolutely beautiful 2026 because you deserve it. And that's where I'm gonna end it off. Wow, oh my god, I can't believe that's the end of Growthmas. Bye! Merry Christmas!